Hey there, welcome to Homeschool Mom, my YouTube channel. My name is Rebecca, I'm a homeschool mom of 5. Some days I'm not sure how I survive. Ha! Just a little rhyme there for you guys. Today's video is all about homeschool organization or the lack thereof. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit sick of seeing everyone's perfect homeschool rooms. And that's a partial lie because I'm never sick of it. I mean, I'm like, I want to watch them all and I'm riveted by them and I just keep watching them and watching them and watching them and watching them. But they make me feel really bad, like really bad, because my homeschool room is like this big and I am super disorganized, and it's also my studio and there's stuff everywhere and it's a mixture of my stuff and my kids get into everything. Like when you have a homeschool room and you leave everything out all over the place, your kids just don't get into it? Or do you spend your days like literally running after them picking stuff up? Because I don't know if your kids are just really good at listening or really good at cleaning, or if you're really good at cleaning, is I guess the question that I have for all those people that have immaculate homeschool rooms. So today I'm going to show you and talk about my schoolroom, and it will be horrifying. No, there was no prep that went into it today, and organization, I don't even know what's happening. I mean, it's January. I have no plan of when we're starting. It's just kind of like find a book. Hopefully you can find something, and we'll just kind of work on what's the next lesson at this point. Do I believe in organization as somebody who wrote a book about it? Yes, I do. Am I good at it? Sometimes. Sometimes when I'm motivated, but a lot of times I'm just kind of living for the day, living for the moment, surviving actually for the moment. So let's talk about some of the common areas in a homeschool room and what is real versus what people post. And I guess what I'm doing today is I'm talking to those people who have amazing homeschool rooms, and I'm asking them how, and I'm asking them to please respond. Would you please respond to this video and tell me how you are so different than me? Am I like down here in the dust of like humanity? Because I don't know how you do it. I don't know if I'm like so bad and everybody else is way more organized, or if we're real and they are like just superhuman. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out today. Today is a message to all the people that have those immaculate schoolrooms with everything organized. All right, let's just get started. So the first area we're going to take a look at is my custom-made shelf. That's right, shelf. Should be shelves, but is one. This is supposed to contain all of my school supplies for 5 children. Is not doing a very good job. I'm sorry, but those little planter boxes hold quite a bit. They don't hold enough. Like, it's like stuffed with glue in every single section. If we take a close-up look inside of these planter boxes, we're gonna find a whole lot of glue without their lids. We're gonna find things in the wrong sections because my kids don't seem to know where things go. They pull it out and then they become colorblind. And it's like, I don't know where it goes. And they just kind of stuff or throw things back, or they don't at all. And then when I come in, I'm annoyed, and so I just pick it up and I throw stuff back, and now we have the situation that we have in front of us today. There are some things on the shelf that do not belong. Perhaps the Christmas ribbon would be one of them, but I'm not really sure what to do with all the stuff. Most of it is in some downstairs room, thrown randomly. I don't have space. This shelf is supposed to be the space for homeschool supplies. Let me tell you, there's a lot more supplies that aren't here. So where are they? That is a great question. Please ask my children that and tell me the answer. The next space, ladies and gentlemen, is my homeschool table. Now this is something I'm actually really proud of because I made it myself, and then I ruined it when I stained it, and then I stained it too thick, and now it's some sort of burnt, looks like it's been in a fire. It has not been in a fire, it's just been through my do-it-yourself little experiment that is maybe gonna get fixed one day when I have the time. So this is my school table. Now it may look clean, and you may be thinking, yeah, wow, you're rocking it. Let's take a little look inside this nice basket on my table. Now inside this basket is not anything school related. I mean, there is somewhere deep down there. I've got some blocks for my daughter to build, and I've got some alphabet something or other. I don't even know, because on top of it is junk. It's like earphones and headphones and yarn. Why is there yarn in my basket? We're not using yarn for school. I don't even know, because that's where people dump stuff when I say clean the schoolroom. But I can't really blame my kids because there's no place for anything to go, so it is kind of like just stuff it and hope that at least it's clean for today and maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe all of this stuff in the little nooks and crannies will disappear. Maybe. All right, the next space that I'm going to show you is my studio area inside my nook. Now, keep in mind, this is a nook. I have a nook. Like, this is barely big enough for a couch in here, and I have a studio and a schoolroom for 5 children. You see why I sometimes just get a little bit discontent when I see other people's schoolrooms? Okay, so this nook, I have a desk, and this desk is supposed to contain all of the things that I need as a homeschool mom. Extra supplies, resources, answer keys. It also is supposed to contain everything I need as somebody who is a planning enthusiast and somebody who wrote a book, is a planning expert, and has a planning business. So all of my washi tape and journals and pens and pencils and stickers and paints and paint brushes and everything that I need. Is all of that stuff on this desk? No. Most of that stuff is buried somewhere downstairs in bins and bins and bins of stuff because I have no place to put it. Now, I am in conversation, and when I say I'm in conversation, it's kind of one-sided at this point, with a company that makes like those scrapbooking things that open up and they're like beautiful and organized. I'm trying to convince them that they need to send it my way because that could be something that I could market to homeschoolers and to people who plan, because we have so much stuff and resources, and I want a cupboard that opens up into a desk. That might fix my problem. Until that happens, this is my situation, and I rarely even hardly use this desk other than for editing videos like this, because this is my supercomputer right here. This is my Bertha. Now behind it, you'll see this like little weird wall and this like light umbrella thing, and you're like, what is that? Well, that is my studio. But I'm sitting here to take a video. I don't know, that's supposed to be where I take videos, but I don't want to sit in a corner. I want to sit on my table, or I want to sit with my chalkboard behind me. Now, I did make this chalkboard behind me, which is something of a win. I feel like it's just chalk painted on a wall with, you know, some sort of something around it that's probably not straight, but I did it myself and it looks good in a video, so it's a win. But meanwhile, this corner is kind of a waste of space is actually what it is. Let's move on to my bookshelf. This is starting to get real, guys. Like, this is the real part of the real homeschool tour. Okay, so you'll see on the bottom, I don't know, what is the stuff on the bottom? There's a basket that used to be our afternoon tea time basket that now has become the junk basket, just like the basket on my table. And wait, I have another afternoon basket that's in my living room that is also filled with, well, not really junk, important things like books and papers and looks like some mail. Anyways, okay, so I also have some photography equipment. There's a bin of school books, random Usborne books, and a program called Visualizing and Verbalizing, which I highly recommend, by the way. And then we're gonna move up. Let's just keep our eyes like moving up here. You know, I was gonna make, and I'm not gonna say it. Okay, let's just keep it clean. Okay, so on the first shelf here, you're gonna see all these bins, and you're gonna say, wow, you're so organized. Except for that my kids don't actually use a lot of stuff that's in those bins because I need to purge them because we've done a lot of changes. Not only am I a homeschool mom who basically has ADD and I'm constantly changing my mind, but I am a blogger and I review curriculum. So every time I get new curriculum, I think, I gotta use it. And then I can't use it all, so then I have to like switch our bins. And that's the situation I'm in about every month or two. So I'm currently in that situation. So the idea is my kids grab their bins with all of their books in them. They can take them anywhere they want and do their schoolwork, but that's not actually what happens. Actually, what happens is the bins get mixed up, things get put in the wrong bins, the wrong books are in the bins, kids take books all over the house, books are lost, books are hidden under their beds, books are gone forever. So to the people that have these organized homeschool rooms, maybe it's that you actually stay in your schoolroom, that it stays more organized. I don't know. I feel like you need to respond to this and tag me and tell all of us other homeschool families that basically just kind of throw the books wherever and hope for the best, that there's a solution, because we need solutions, you guys. That's what we're going for today, solutions. If you move up to the next shelf, that is supposed to be my work equipment, like my sign and my microphone and my that's all the work stuff that's there. All the rest of it is more school stuff that's just bleeding in. All the extra stuff that just kind of has nowhere to go. It's just put on that shelf because We don't know, right? We just don't know. We need the thing that opens. That's what we need. The next shelf, now we've got some books. I mean, you can't look too disorganized with books. As long as they're standing upright, you look organized. I'm an organized homeschool mom. If you look at my bookshelf, which I made, by the way, just putting it out there. So yeah, those stuff are all great resource books that we don't use, but they look pretty, and when I feel like it, sometimes I pull them out. Let's move on. Now, there really isn't much more to show you other than the floor, and the floor is pretty nasty. I have 2 dogs, because I'm house sitting a dog right now, and I have a cat, and I have 5 children. So I vacuum a lot, not always in my schoolroom, because to be honest, I can't always get in my schoolroom, and there's so much on the floor that I just give up. And that's a little bit where we are today. The last thing here is my printer station. Now this printer station is on some sort of cart that my husband found. We've got some Christmas stuff on it. Christmas was a while ago. Those are pretty ugly. They like painted them with something. I don't know. They were at the dollar store and I bought them, and now they're going to be going in the garbage. But I'll wait until my kids aren't looking. This is supposed to be, again, for my work stuff to review. It's becoming paper and mail, and oh look, a bag of chips. Let's just put that there, because that's where a bag of chips goes. I bought this beast of a printer. I went into Staples and I was like, what's the most expensive, best printer that you have? And they pretty much showed me this one. So this is what I have, and it is awesome. Awesome. Really recommend that you get a printer. The problem is space. Like, again, let's just be real. I have a nook. So anyways, my printer takes up half my nook, and my desk takes up the other half, and the chair and the table, you just kind of sidle by and hope you can get in. This is my homeschool situation, you guys. Is it organized? No. School's starting, and we're just gonna kind of go. We're just gonna kind of open the books and try not to lose our minds. But this is reality for me, like every day. In fact, to be honest, a lot of times I wouldn't be sitting on this table because there wouldn't be space. Like, the kids do crafts, they cut things, there's paper all over the place, they're coloring on things. My daughter found, oh, I'm gonna show you, the scrapbook paper that you saw on my floor that you were like, oh look, it's scrapbook paper. Yeah. So, nice scrapbook paper, expensive scrapbook paper that I was gonna use for the front of my journals that she found and cut into shapes to give to her friends. So, pretty much everything I own becomes my children. They think they have full rights to it, and they ruin and destroy it. They put glue all over the place. They leave glue open. They leave all the markers open, and everything that I have gets destroyed. And in one moment, I feel like I'm going to lose my mind, and I just want to give up and put a lock and chain on this door. And then in another moment, I feel like, but they're creating something, and they're quiet. And so I let it happen, and then I pay for it. So this is my video, my real video, not actually helping anybody, anywhere. Maybe telling someone out there that you are not alone. Maybe making somebody feel really good about themselves because they realize there's people that are worse off than them. And maybe it's just a video to say to somebody who has the beautiful organized room, you need to give us a little more detail. You need to be a little more raw and real and either show us the real homeschool room, or you need to say, this is my perfect organization that I spend 4 hours a day maintaining, or that my kids spend a day maintaining, and my kids are perfect little angels that never do anything wrong and they put everything away when they're done. Like, we need to talk. We need to sit down. I want to have an interview on this table with somebody that has a perfect homeschool room, and we need to have a conversation for the whole world to hear about what actually happens between your little videos. That's what we need to do. So anyways, this is my rant from Rebecca, and I hope you guys have an amazing start to your homeschool year. Regardless of your level of organization, I hope you have an amazing start. And you know what? When all else fails, just take a deep breath, pour yourself another cup of coffee or tea, and keep calm and homeschool on. Talk to you guys next time.